Hello students, today I am going to teach you one of the very interesting branch of mathematics, that is geometry. So let us start geometry today. So geometry has three basic pillars. Means when we are going to study geometry, first we must know what is points, what are lines, and what are the planes. So let us discuss points first. So a point has no length and no width. No length and no width. न इसकी लंबाई होती है न चौड़ाई होती है. It is we represent point by a dot. Simple, a dot. Dots are named by capital letters. Okay. Like we have, suppose we have to represent this dot. How we will write it? We will denote it. We will write it through capital letter. If you will write in a small letter, if you will represent this dot by a small letter, it will be incorrect. So a dot is always represented by a capital letter. Now we come to lines. So what are lines? When we So what are lines? Suppose this is point A and this is point B. So when we join these 2 points, a line is formed. A line is formed. But a line has no ends. Like B, this point B is not its end. This point A is not its end. So it is, a line is endless. A line is endless. A line is not fixed. We can't measure a line. We represent the line like this. You can write it as AB or BA from this side or from this side. Either way you can write. So here is one point A, here is one point B. We are joining these 2 points, but this is not fixed. This is, a line can be variable. It can be, it is endless. It in either way, either left or either right. So this example I am giving you is an example of a straight line. This is, you may simply see it, this is a straight line. Now a line may be a curved line. Suppose this is a point A, this is point A, and this is point B, and it looks like a curve, so it is a curved line. Line may be vertical line or line may be horizontal line. Now come to line segment. So earlier we saw that a line does not have its fixed length. We can't measure a line. It does not have end points. But in line segment, it has a fixed length. It can be measured. मतलब इसको हम लोग मेजर कर सकते हैं. It has two end points. Suppose we have one point A and another point B, and we are joining this line. We are joining these 2 points. We are getting one line segment. So this is the line segment AB. This is the line segment AB. Now come to the plane. It's very easy. It is any flat surface like top of a table. So the 3 basics of geometry is points, lines and planes. So what are points? Points are represented by dot. It has no length, no width. It is always written as capital letter. Okay, don't confuse. Don't write in a point in a small letter. Always write it in capital letter. What are the lines? The lines does not have a fixed length. A line cannot be measured. And what is line segment? A line segment has fixed length, can be measured. It has 2 end points. Okay, now planes, it has a flat surface like top of a table. Now triangle. So how a triangle is formed? A triangle is formed by 3 line segments. That is 1 line segment, 2 line segment and 3 line segment. Line segment is also called as side. So a triangle has 3 sides, 1, 2, 3, and has 3 vertices. 1, 2, 3. So very easy. Triangle is made up of 3 sides. And what is vertex now? So vertex is a point where any 2 line segments meet. See, one line segment AB and another line segment BC, both are meeting at point B. So this is vertex. Again you see line BC and line segment CA, both are meeting at point C. So this is vertex. Again you see line BA and line CA, both line segments, I must always say line segments, not line. So both line segments are meeting at point A. So this is vertex. So this 3 sides, 3 vertices. Okay. So what is vertex? Vertex is a point where 2 line segments are met. Point at which 2 sides met is vertex. Now rectangle. So a rectangle has 4 sides or 4 line segments in which the opposing sides are equal. Like this side AB is equal to this side CD, both are equals, and this side AD is equal to this side BC. So AB is equal to DC, AD is equal to BC. So in rectangle, opposing sides are equal. In a square, all the 4 sides are equal in measurement. So it's very easy. These are basics of geometry. So I am telling you, in a square, all the 4 sides are equal. The length of all the sides, when you will measure, it will be equal. So this is a square. Now come to the circle. A circle has one center. सेंटर मीन्स इस सर्कल के ठीक बीचों बीच, इस सर्कल के ठीक बीचों बीच, एंड एनी लाइन सेगमेंट फ्रॉम दिस सेंटर to this circle is called radius. So here we can see O is the center of the circle, O is the center of the circle, and this line segment from O to A is called radius of the circle. Like this, another line segment from O to B is also radius of the circle. O to C is also will be radius of the circle. So from the center, all these distances will be same. The measurement of all these line segments will be same. All will be same. So what is radius of the circle? Radius of the circle is a line segment from the center of the circle to any point ending on the circle. So in this example, O is the radius of the circle, line segment OB is the radius of the circle, and line segment OC is the radius of the circle. So OA is equal to OB is equal to OC. The circle has no sides and no corners. It has no corners. Okay. So R is the radius of the circle. Now come to the diameter. So we saw that radius of the circle is the line segment starting from this center of the circle to the point ending on the circle. So this is the radius of the circle. OB is the radius of the circle. Like this, OA line segment will also the radius of the circle. So in this example, we clearly seen that two radius of the circle are making diameter of the circle. So what is diameter of the circle? Diameter of the circle is line segment pass through the center of the circle. Diameter of the circle is a line segment. See, this is a line segment AB. From where it is passing? It is passing through center of the circle. So diameter is the line segment passing through the center of the circle. And what will be the value of diameter? Diameter will be 2 into radius. See here, one radius, another radius, and both are the value of both the radius will be always same. All the radii in singular, radius in plural. So all the radii value will be same in circle. So if OB is the radius of the circle, OA is also a radius of the circle, and the value of both are same. So we may write the diameter of a circle is 2 into radius of a circle. 2 into radius of a circle. Okay. Next is ray. So what is ray? So a part of a line on one side of a point is ray. Ray has one end point and it may extend to any length on one side. So what is ray? A point of a line a part of a line on one side of a point is ray. Ray has one end point and it may extend to any length on one side. You may see in this example, this Q is the end point, but this line QP, it may extend to any length. It may extend to any length. You may draw a ray till here. You may draw a ray till here. Okay. So you may draw a ray to any length. So this is not a line segment. A line segment has two fixed points, but a ray has only one fixed point. Means this ray can't extend beyond Q because it is the end point, it is the fixed point. But this ray can extend beyond P. The ray can extend beyond P because it has you may also see here this QR. So Q is the fixed point, so this ray can extend in this direction, okay, towards this right direction. It can't extend toward the left direction because Q is the fixed point. So a ray has one end point and it may extend to any length on one side. Why this ray is important? This ray is important because two rays where they meet, they form an angle. This is angle. So a studying ray is important because angle is formed by two rays. Angle is formed by two rays. Now come to the different type of angles. So first is right angle. Right angle, here the two rays are meeting. Ray BA and ray BC are meeting at point B, and here one angle is formed, and when you will measure this angle, it will be right angle. Right angle means the angle equal to 90 degree. So angle is denoted by this. Angle is denoted like this, and the angle which we are measuring, the angle here two rays are meeting at point B. So angle ABC, you have to write angle ABC. If you will write angle CAB, it will be wrong. So the angle where the two rays are meeting, it will be in the center. It will be in the center. So right angle is the angle equal to 90 degree. Then acute angle. What is acute angle? When two rays are meeting and it forms an angle which is less than 90 degree. 90 degree is where? 90 degree is here. Okay. So you can clearly see this, that this is less than 90 degree. This is 90 degree. This is less than 90 degree. So what is acute angle? This is the angle less than 90 degree. Then obtuse angle. So here the two rays are meeting, ray BA and ray BC, and this is forming an angle which is greater than 90 degree. Where is 90 degree? Here is 90 degree. So it is more than 90 degree. So angle ABC is greater than 90 degree. So this is obtuse angle. Then a straight line angle. What is a straight line angle? When we measure an angle of a center of a straight line, it is called a straight line angle. It is always 180 degree. The straight line angle is always 180 degree. So angle AOC is equal to 180 degree. Okay, angle AOB is 180 degree. What is reflex angle? So reflex angle is the angle more than 180 degree and less than 360 degree. Angle more than 180 degree and less than 360 degree will be reflex angle. See this. Here two rays OA and OB are forming an angle AOB. This is AOB. This is AOB. So we draw an imaginary line from O toward the left. This will be 180 degree. This will be 180 degree and this will be 180 degree. Now you can clearly see from here to here it should be 180 degree, but this angle is greater than 180 degree. It is more than 180 degree. So this angle is more than 180 degree and less than 360 degree. That's why it is called a reflex angle. One most important thing is sum of angle around a point is always 360 degree. Sum of angle around a point is always 360 degree. You see here, this is a point O. This is one ray OA. This is another ray OB. Okay. So earlier I had told you that a straight line angle is always 180 degree. So angle AOB will be 180 degree. Okay. Again, if you will measure from this side, this angle will also be 180 degree. When you will add both, you will get that the angle around a point O is always 360 degree. 360 degree. So let us clear through an example. This is not an exact angle I have measured. See, suppose this angle is 100 degree, this angle is 90 degree, this angle is 60 degree, this angle is 60 degree. What is the value of this angle? Okay. So we have to find out the missing angle around this point O. So the angle around a point must be 360 degree always. So first we add all the given four angles. So the given four angles are 100 degree plus 90 degree plus 60 degree plus 60 degree. So its value is 190 degree, 250 degree and 60, 310 degree. 310 degree is the value of the given angles. Then what is the value of this missing angle? As I had told you, the angle around a point is 360 degree. So you subtract the sum of all the given angles from 360 degree, you will get the value of the missing angle, that is 50 degree. So angle around a point is always 360 degree. Okay. So today I have told you only basics of geometry. Later we will discuss all these topics in details. Okay, bye.